is my love, buddy, 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 smoking that money. I am Gabriel Rattel. I'm a rapper, singer. I do wood flooring installation. I'm a family man, friend, all that.
What do you do, Gabe?
What do I do? Fucking do a lot. Okay. Trying to categorize it. So right now where I am in life, I work for a wood flooring company, and then this week I did vending with my boy. Shout out to Rise Tie-Dyes. We were vending for the Dead & Co shows. So I've just been busy doing all kinds of variety of projects and work and all that.
What do you do for hobbies?
Well, I sing, make music. I like to work out. I like to, stay healthy. Every once in a while, go out on weekends, have a couple drinks with buddies, watch sports games, all that.
What's your favorite genre of music?
Oh, man, that's... it depends on my mood, really. Depends how it expresses where I'm at a given time. Like, sometimes I'm in the 90s grunge music. I'm like, yeah, fuck this shit, Or sometimes I'm into, like a glam rock mood, Motley Crue, if I'm like trying to feel sexy or confident or whatever. Sometimes, reggae, if I'm trying to wind down, or hip hop, It all depends on, what is the place that I'm at and the setting and how it relates to it.
I'm the same too. I don't feel like I'm boxed into a genre because different type of music make me feel different type of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say you're a spiritual person, a religious person, or you conform?
Yeah, to a degree. My mom, she's very Christian. She goes to church almost every Sunday, deep in the faith. Mm-hmm. My dad, not so much. He's more, conflicted about it. Yeah. Me, I believe in God and Jesus, but not so much in a traditional sense. Mm-hmm. I think that the Bible, a lot of it was rewritten throughout history, and that a lot of it has been censored and manipulated and mistranslated to suppress people's knowledge to a degree, and to where they made it more fear-based than spiritual and about overcoming. But yeah, it's all really perspective. Some people take it a different way. Some people use religion to selfish means. Some people use it for greed. Some people use it to put down others, or some people use it for positivity and to help uplift others.
What's your star sign?
My star sign?
You believe in horoscopes?
Well, I'm an Aquarius. That's my main sign. I think my moon sign is Aries, but yeah, Aquarius. We're very unique individuals. My boy Gavin, he's one too. You know. But yeah, we're the water bearer. So some people mistake us as being water signs when we're really air signs, but we're often...
You're not water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But often, we're innovative thinkers. We're introspective. We can be very social, but we can also be very distant and detached. Creative-minded, a little stubborn. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of those traits. I take, some of what I hear as a grain of salt, but I definitely believe in, to an extent, to astrology. Because the sun and the moon alter the planet and life. It affects the whole solar system. So how come stars can't affect our mood and the placement of them? People say, people try and discredit it, but it makes sense. If the moon and the sun affect us so much, then so can the stars, so can the cosmos.
Do you have anyone you looked up to growing up, a role model?
To a degree, I try and look at people honestly, like for their good and bad traits. So like in some ways, like I'll look up to somebody in certain ways, but then I'll look at their downfall in other ways and see, you know, how that has worked for them or how it hasn't worked for them in their whole, you know, lifespan and how they interact with others.
I agree with that, especially with parents. Growing up, we usually see them as superheroes. And then as you grow, you see the flaws just poking out. I don't know, some people see the flaws earlier than some. So that I understand that, what you just said. When people, you know, you have your role models, but you see, you know, everyone, you see the good and the bad in people, you know?
Yeah, you know, seeing, you know, some of my parents' flaws, you know, growing up. But now that, you know, I see them for who they are, I understand myself better, but I can also genuinely love them and appreciate them more in a sense and see them for who they are honestly and, you know, respect how they've, you know, overcome some of their odds and ups and downs. And, you know, I look at the genetics and, you know, I look at the good and the bad and see, all right, how can I use that to thrive in my own path, and how can I learn from their mistakes and see what I can do different or see what I can do good that they did, and, you know, learning how to implement that.
Where are you from?
Well, okay, so my family is from Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. I was technically born in Rhinebeck, so I lived in upstate New York most of my life, but I've been back and forth. I used to stay at my grandma in Sheepshead Bay every summer, and then I also lived in Bushwick for a couple of years after high school. So, you know, I've had a taste of both worlds, you know, which, you know, you see people differently, you know, people, how the way they interact and how, you know, their own ecosystem affects them. Yeah, so I have a little bit of that New Yorker city attitude, but then I also have like this upstate kind of hippie-ish vibe too. Yeah. So, you know, one thing my grandma told me one time, something that like stuck with me, my dad's grandma, well, my dad's mom, she told me, remember your roots, you know, wherever you end up going in life, remember where you came from, remember where your family came from, you know, remember the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs, because that's essential to what made you who you are today. And, you know, basically her saying, like, don't ever become too stuck up or, you know, too in your own head or try and push away the past, you know, use the past to implement who you are today.
Nice. That's some good advice. Do you have a comfort food coming from here?
Oh, I love them lamb gyros, man. Those are fucking dang.
I'm surprised you didn't say bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, you know, that's classic too. You know, actually, I love bacon, don't get me wrong, but usually I like the deli sausage, egg, and cheese is better than I do actually bacon, egg, and cheese. You know, everybody orders bacon. I'm like, nah, I like the sausages at deli's better because it's more juicy, but you know, it's all preference.
Where do you see yourself in the near future?
Man, well, I see myself successful, you know. See myself being, you know, an important role for my family, helping them out, helping raise my nephews. You know, I see myself rich. You know, I'm not saying like Jeff Bezos fucking rich, but
why not?
That's true. Why not? You know, fuck it. I mean, hey, I'm down for that. You know, yeah, you're right. You know, don't play limitations. You're right about that.
If you could go anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would you go?
Oof. I guess it depends on how I'm feeling that day, but I just love the fucking beach, man. If it's like Hawaii or fucking the Caribbean, I'm totally down for that.
Yeah. If you could give somebody some inspiration, what would you say to them? A word of advice that you wish someone told you.
You know what? Like, you might be down bad today. Life might fucking suck right now, but you'll find opportunities on the way. Like, I've hit rock bottoms before, you know, crazy shit has happened, but I've learned to strive and I've learned to overcome that, you know. If you're in a bad position today, just see it as temporary, you know. Just accept it. All right. If today's a bad day, then today's a bad day. That's that, you know. It's, you know, taking L's is hard sometimes because, you know, you want to fix things, but sometimes there's certain broken things that you just can't fix. But then you can always find something new.
Where do you see yourself doing music for a very long time? Or is it just an outlet where you just, you know, help you release?
It's definitely an outlet, you know. I don't necessarily know how long I'm going to keep doing it for. Like, I'm basically just keep doing it for however long I feel inspired to do it. I figure it's probably something I'll do, like, on and off for the rest of my life. I'm sure, I mean, I've already, like, there's been times where I take, like, little breaks because I'm busy doing other projects or other things, you know. So I'm sure, you know, there'll be, like, phases where I do little hiatuses, but I don't ever think I'll necessarily fully give it up for good.
So when's the next song coming?
I don't know the exact release dates yet. Well, me and Gavin, we're dropping Dreamer. That's coming out in November. But I got a couple tracks coming out with my cousin soon. I got a bunch of unreleased shit. I just need to fucking drop it already. I need to stop fucking around, man. I need to just start just banging it out already.
Do you have like a preferred genre of music to do?
Honestly, I think what I'm best at is like more like the like RnB, not necessarily RnB, but like the smooth, like charismatic and fun, like semi-intimate kind of vibes. Those are probably the tracks that I thrive on the most. But I fuck with doing drill too once in a while, and I'm down to try out other genres too in the future.
Is there something that is there a genre that you're most comfortable doing, or you don't like to put yourself in that box?
You know what? I guess, you know, comfortable can be subjective, you know. To me, like, when I'm doing a song, I just kind of send it, you know, I just vibe out to it and send it. And I guess if it's like a more like personal track, then it's harder to do, but I just kind of just fucking go for it, whatever the vibe is and whatever, you know. If I'm working with other collaborators too, I figure out, all right, like what is the song about and how can I relate to whatever theme that they're going with. Okay.
List top 3 songs that you like right now.
Right now. Well, you know, I've been on the Dead tour, so I got to shout out Jack Straw. That's a great fucking song. Grateful Dead. Fucking great song. I've been banging to that Peru track lately. Fuck. Ed Sheeran's in that. Who else is in that? Peru. Yeah, 21 Savage. Yeah, that track is fire. Oh my God. Kendrick's most recent album. Fantastic. The song Mirror, that theme to it has been really hitting me, where he says, I chose me, I'm sorry. I chose me, I'm sorry. Basically what he's trying to say in that is that, you know, is instead of worrying about saving the world and saving the community, you know, making it big, you know, put a burden on him to, you know, be this big superhero. But he realized, you know, he couldn't put himself down to save others because there's some people in life you just can't save. You know, he's just got to do what's best for him. And within that, you know, that can inspire others and he can help his family. And then within saving himself, then he can save others, then he can change the way. And also, I guess it also has double meanings too, like where he's also saying, I chose me, I'm sorry. He's also saying like, fuck man, you know, yeah, there's been times I've been selfish and I did wrong, but he's being honest about it. And, you know, he's one of those people where he just keeps growing and his music is just evolving, and he's definitely trying to help out his community.
You saying that? A lot of people think it's wrong to be selfish. I think there's some things that you need to be selfish with, like your time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people feel like your time is just an expense to just give. And I think it's very selfish for people to, you know, like people feel like they're in control of their time. Like, oh, why can't I see you today? You know, and really they don't even know if you're going through something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I know the track you're talking about, and I completely understand where he's coming from when I said I chose me. That's a deep message, because a lot of people don't do that, because a lot of people are people pleasers. You know?
Yeah, it definitely came from a vulnerable place, this new album that he made. But yeah, actually just yesterday, somebody just texted me, he's like, bro, how come you don't hit me up anymore? And like, you don't call me as much to hang out. I'm like, bro, I just tried to call you the other day, bro. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I got so many things I got to manage right now. You know, I'm still trying to figure out every day how to manage time. You know, I got nephews now and I got different jobs and I got my music. So I'm trying to, you know, figure out how to thrive the most within that, you know. And some people take that personally, some people understand because they can relate to it.
I wish people would start the conversation and be like, hey man, how you doing? Oh, I've been trying to reach you for how long now? You know who really does that? Parents. Parents do that. Parents call and be like, you don't see me calling you, But I think it's the more of, with parents I understand, but with people, I don't think people understand how to communicate with someone after that. I think it's very, mostly attachment issues when people do that.
Yeah.
Because, like, now they feel like you're obligated to them all the time, you know? So, yeah, I understand where you're coming from when you say that. If you were president for the day, what would you do? What law would you put in place?
Oof. Oh man, politics, man, has been a shit show lately, man. I'm not Biden or Trump supporter.
You don't have to be serious at all. You just want one thing. What would that be?
Healthcare, man. There needs to be some fucking healthcare reform.
Healthcare.
People are in total debt under the system under that. Also, too, you know, everybody in jail over pot offenses, let them fucking out of prison already, man. I don't even smoke that much anymore, but still, like, people should have that right. And, you know, it's their body, their choice. Let people smoke weed. Let them out of prison. Make it legal for everybody. Man, there's a lot of fucking issues in the world right now. Also, too, yeah, like, the funding in this country is ridiculous. You know, the U.S., they just passed a bill to put $40 billion into Ukraine. And obviously, you know, I feel bad about the civilians. But that money, it's not being used for them. It's being used for, you know, for their personal gain. It's a power right for the U.S. It's a power move against Russia.
What would you say, one word to describe yourself, or a phrase?
Passionate.
Passionate. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Namaste.
Smoking that money. Yeah, I'm hoping to win. Yeah, feel the